Alright, hey guys, here we are, back for hole 7. And shouldn't be doing anything very unusual here, very similar to what you've been seeing me do. There's really no other way to play this one, in my opinion, with the way that they gave us the wind, which actually works out. Any driver can, play this hole effectively. So definitely keeping it a little bit more fair. You can see with where I'm doing for my aim, and then I'll use about 1-ish per ring. In this case, I'm going to go into a little bit of power because I got the biggest win that I could. I think 12.3 equates to pretty much 19.0. It's way up there with the wind. So I'm going to make sure that I get this down here relatively far, making sure that I also curl it away from this rough. But you can see I like mine, a little bit longer, and the benefit to being that long is the fact that you got a nice clean look up the fairway. And we'll see if I can't get this one today. As you can see, opponent Oceana ball. The only downside to this, in my opinion, is you could put yourself on your approach a little bit too long. You could put yourself out of range. So you do have to get probably a little bit more aggressive. So there you can see it is towards the left edge. And hopefully, after adjusting the rings, that'll be just inside the range of, your sniper range. So let's take a look here. I've been doing about plus 10%, 104, 9.6 rings here. And what I've been doing with my offset now is I've been coming much closer to the hole, kind of like this. And here it says 9.6 rings. So right in here, for some reason, the offset's not, taking an effect. So I'm aiming much more towards the hole. And it seems to be coming in, wow, so that's the first time I've seen it do that. So it's still kicked way over towards the right. So even with, playing it towards the hole, I've been getting very close by doing that. So, that was just kind of luck of the fairway bounce that it kicked off towards the right like that. Because in an attempt that I had yesterday, I almost made it. It was, right on the edge of the hole, and all I did was basically keep the ball guide through the hole, and it was very, very close. So, you can see that, as your spot changes from, spot to spot, you can get some very varying results out of the fairway bounce here. But it is a good opportunity, and as you can see, with my momentum, I've been keeping it up kind of intentionally just to make sure that, I easily gets to the hole and doesn't, stop 2 inches short. If I hit the hole with the speed that I had, it's definitely going to go in, so. So, good luck with that 7th hole. I think you guys can probably get it to drop. As I mentioned, my ball, really just took a bad bounce more than anything. It's been getting much better from the videos that I played yesterday. And I was actually surprised that that's the first time that I've seen it just completely just bounce way right for pretty much no reason. So oh wow, this one's interesting. So it's almost perfect because it basically accounts for all the shortcomings that ball usually has, and since it's only going to be a 7-something wind, should have enough backspin to actually stop this thing. So that's actually a very favorable wind for for that ball. I'm not sure that I can stop it that close, so I can't go for that shot, unfortunately. It should fly maybe about 10% down, whatever max is. So I got to make sure that I have enough control on this, because as I mentioned, it is going to fly some extra percent here. So I'm still going to go 10 rings in hopes that it lands 12 rings down. Let's see if nope, didn't get the roll out. So I'm going to lose this one. You never know how it's going to come off that fairway. Sometimes it releases. You could see that second bounce was a scoot bounce, so it didn't release. So it was just kind of luck of the draw there. Didn't catch the break. I would have had that shootout had it took the right bounce. You guys on hole 8.